Hello, fellow road users. Welcome to Road Matters, your source to all things road safety and awareness. We are hitting the streets today to talk to you about some things that are crucial on our daily commute. Road signs and road markings. In this week's episode, we shall be diving into their meaning for you. So buckle up, let's get started. I am Sufyanu Muhammad. As usual, we have our correspondents always ready to give us a report on our topic of discussion weekly. In this week's episode, we have two reports, one on road markings and the other on road signs. Let's begin with the report of road markings, where Wasiyu Alabi puts together a report on road markings, and Esther Itab is standing by for us. Esther, over to you.
Roads are meant for growth and development. In every society, roads are constructed to facilitate human and vehicular movement. In light of this, lane markings are designed to guide and regulate traffic flow and promote safety if strictly adhered to by the motorist. Across Nigeria's vast road network, vehicles are on the move sharing the same space. Amidst this daily routine, there's a silent system that keeps traffic organized, regulated, and saves lives. Clearly, these are road markings.
Road markings and lane marking signs are printed lines. At times it could be arrows that is used to educate, to teach, orientate the road users on where to stop, where to go, the directions, just to educate the road users. Majorly, the usefulness is elaborate, very, very comprehensive. In this part of the world, we are not used to safety and we are not always obeying those road signs. But some have to stop. For instance, I know we still get there. Some are for zebra crossing. It's made for people to cross. Cars should wait for people to cross. But in the part of the world, we don't used to obey it. So it's for safety, to teach and to orientate.
Lane markings are designed and implemented in line with international road safety standards and enforced by agencies such as the Federal Road Safety and the State Traffic Authority.
Though we don't have major lines compared to the standard, but the little one we have, the issue we have here is obedience. We don't obey the ones we even have. Stop, we won't stop in Nigeria. Go, we don't even go. So the issue is it's not even to international standard. We don't even obey the ones we have.
Often ignored or misunderstood, lane markings are of the most important components of road safety and traffic management in Nigeria. Different types of road markings in Nigeria include broken or dashed line, double lane markings, single solid lines, among many others. Each of these lane markings though perform different functions but regulate traffic flow and prevent road clashes.
We have some that could show turn to the right, turn to the left. We have some that is double lined, double lane mark. We have some that is single, that means don't cross, don't overtake. We have some that it is close to the road. The line will be yellow, and that means don't even park on this place. We have some like dotted lines that mean you can overtake. But in this part of the world, we don't usually give it observant. We are not observant of those road marks.
Despite their importance, many Nigerian roads suffer from faded, damaged, or absent lane markings. These are caused by various factors and could be attended to in diverse ways.
You will agree with me that those lines they become faded with times, and a lot of things could be responsible for that. To that, it could be as a result of the heat, the sun, and it could be as a result of the flow of traffic on it. So once we discover that those lines are becoming faded, we have to retouch it, because you cannot apprehend, you cannot even say somebody have contravened in traffic. You cannot say somebody have contravened that aspect of traffic law without that line being clearly there. So we used to retouch it so often.
Road lane markings may be silent, but their message is clear. They guide, warn, protect, and save lives.
From the reports, ignoring lane markings is not just a violation of traffic rules. It is a major cause of avoidable crashes.
Thank you, Wasiu Alabi, for that interesting report, and of course, your entire crew. Now let's connect with our expert, who is a special marshal here in the FCT, who will educate us more on road markings. Mr. Bolarin, over to you.
Road markings is established for the purposes of safety of the road users. And we have different kind of markings on our roads that signifies different meanings and purposes. There are importance that is attached to all these road markings that road users need to acquaint themselves so that they can make use of them accordingly. If you look at the roads behind me, we have different markings on the road. We have the middle one that are broken lines. If you notice, you can see them. We have broken lines along the road, which means that you can pass when the road is safe. You cannot just maneuver through them when the road is not safe. You must be observant before you cross those broken lanes. The next one is the solid line in between them. That line also is very important. What it signifies is you must be very observant before you cross to the other side. You must ensure that the road is safe both behind you and even in front of you before you cross. So you cannot just be crisscrossing the road when those marks are there. And the other side also, you see broken line. It still signifies that you need to observe very carefully before you negotiate to the right or to the left. But there are cases where you have only one lane with broken lines. What it means also is that you can pass when it is safe. You don't just pass because you see broken line. That broken line signifies that you can pass, but not just to pass, you must ensure that the road is safe. There are also roads that are just single lane with one solid line in between. It does not mean you cannot cross. You can also pass, but you also must ensure that the road is safe. Then also you move to another lane where you have double solid line on a single road. What it indicates is that on no account must you cross to the second lane. That is what it means. You cannot overtake in that kind of situation. When you see double solid road, solid line on a particular road, it means that you are not allowed to overtake nor cross to the other side. This is another kind of road markings. If you look at it, it's like a box. What it means is that when you are approaching such a turning point this way, and then the traffic light stops you, on no account must you cross that line. This is another kind of road markings that I refer to as zebra crossing. In the process of having this, the government have made provision for traffic lights to direct when to use them and when not to use them, both for the pedestrian and for the vehicle owners. The one for the vehicle owners is the regular traffic lights that you can see over there. It has red, it has yellow, green, which indicates you are approaching a place where you need to stop. Then when it comes to red, you stop. Then after the red, there is green light, which ushers you to go. It is only when the light asks you to go that you can cross the zebra line. But the pedestrians also, there's a provision, like you can see people crossing now. You can see that there is a red light that indicate that you are not supposed to cross. When this red light is on, pedestrians are not supposed to cross. It means that you should wait until the road is safe. We have so many varieties of road markings. The federal government has made provision for road guidelines that you can get from their offices and acquaint yourself with those road guidelines so that you can make use of them.
That is how much we can take on road markings. Moving on is road signs. We already have Sunday Okeme, who put together a report on that.
Road signs are visual signals on or above the roads to give instructions, warnings, and informations to drivers, ensuring road safety order and efficiency navigation through proper visual communication.
An enlightened motorist, an enlightened driver, then you must learn to obey all highway code. There to guide the driver, the motorist, to ensure that you don't do the unthinkable.
From, let's say from Kefi to Lafia here, yeah, those road signs are there. Going to Jos, they are almost absent. And so many other roads.
It is those road signs that tells whoever is using the road how he should use the road.
So the road safety and the VIO have to go to every community and enlighten about the road.
A licensed driver is supposed to know everything about road signs. Everything.
Thank you, Sunday Okeme, for that report. Now, instead of going to our expert insights, the show is getting interesting as NTA Jos doesn't want to be left behind. They just sent in their reports for road signs. Let's take the report before the expert insight.
In a bid to reduce accidents and enhance road safety, the Federal Road Safety Corps is stepping up efforts to increase awareness about road signs among Nigerians.
Talking about road signs, what are these road signs? These road signs are signs that were designed by act of convention by different countries who came together to form these road signs and globally adopted. They have been adopted globally to be what road users can use to aid and help them communicate effectively with the road and drive safely. So for that reason, the road signs are very, very important for all road users as it affects all road users according to the category of what they use in moving from one place to the other. So it is very, very important. It is a kind of communication between the driver, the vehicle, and the road. And not just that, bearing in mind other road users. So it is very important that as people drive, as people use the road, they don't need to be talking to fellow human beings. But these signs will guide the road users.
Understanding road signs like speed limits, warning, and directional signs can significantly cut down accidents and save lives on our roads. The goal is to make Nigerian roads safer for everyone.
There are basically three types of road signs. Road signs are, categorized into three. We have warning signs, we have regulatory signs, and we have informative signs. And these signs have their features. For instance, warning signs are usually triangular in nature. They are triangular in nature. Anywhere a driver sees any sign that is triangular in nature, it is referred to as a warning sign. And usually you see it with yellow background with red edges or borders. So from there, you can now see the image of what the sign wants you to understand. If it's a sharp bend to the left, you see the sign, in most cases, in black inscription. So these are warning signs. Then we have regulatory signs. Regulatory signs are divided into two, where we have regulatory mandatory and regulatory prohibitory. From the name, regulatory prohibitory are signs that deter somebody, or they are asking somebody not to act in a particular manner. And these signs are normally circular in nature. They are shaped in a circular form. So they also have yellow background with red borders or edges. And in most cases, you see that they will put a sign telling you that there is, maybe, for example, there is a U-turn ahead. But when they put that sign of U-turn, they will now cross it. That is to say, there is a place that has a U-turn, but you cannot make a U-turn there. So you have been prohibited from doing a U-turn at that particular place. That is regulatory prohibitory. Regulatory prohibitory. They are asking you not to act in that particular place. Then we have regulatory mandatory. It is also circular in nature. It is normally blue background and white inscription in it. So these are some of the signs. These are, you can see them. These are regulatory mandatory signs. Then the regulatory prohibitory are just here too. You can have them, you can see them here in the highway code. So that is it for regulatory signs. We also have what we call informative signs. These are signs that are meant to help the road user. For instance, if a driver is driving on a vehicle and he sees any road sign that is rectangular in nature and it is painted green with white inscription in it, it is an informative sign.
Other awareness initiatives include sensitization programs in school, communities, and along the highway, teaching people the meaning of common signs.
FRSC, we normally do public awareness just like we are doing right now. We go to places of worship, churches, mosques, motor parks, and then we give them orientation on the use of these road signs, telling them the importance, and if and only if drivers will adhere to these road signs, for sure we're going to have lesser number of road traffic crashes occurring on our road signs on our roads in Nigeria.
FRSC urges all road users to watch out for signs and follow it, for it is about their safety and for others. Get a copy of the Nigerian Highway Code to understand all the road furnitures therein.
So we want to enjoin all road users, whether you are a pedestrian or you are a vehicle operator, you are a tricycle operator, please endeavor to read. Get this highway code and read. And we also want to recommend that if you drive, endeavor to follow recommended speed limits so that you don't have yourself involved in a road traffic crash.
And the one we need to talk about now is the no entry, as we can see. And what it means is when we are having these signs, you, as a driver, you should understand that you are not expected to enter once you see the signs of no entry. Then you can see the direction where cars are coming from here. And it has already been put in here that you are not expected to enter through the left. Like this car now that is coming towards this way, that's a traffic offense already.
Then we want to talk about this sign here that is telling us that you are not expected to turn right. As we can see, this particular sign here shows that you are not expected to turn left or right. Then we have no entry, a place where you have a car coming out, you cannot go inside. Then we have another one, the road sign that talked about you cannot overtake. That is, you are expected to maintain and be at the back of the other car. When you talk about, we have some bend, it can just only bend, but the series, when you talk about dangerous, it means the way the road is being bent, you are expected to reduce your speed. Then we have another one that talked about slippery road. You get to understand that they will put the road signs there. It's just to warn the cars that is coming, that the road is slippery. Then we have the one that talked about one way. When you talk about one way means you have a road that is just only for one particular car. You are not expected to come in, to go inside. It's just for a car to come out. We have the one that talked about no awning. No awning means whenever you are driving, there are some places that is being restricted, where you have hospitals that you are expected that maybe the kind of people they have there. It means you are not expected to be blowing on. We have narrow bridge. See, it means once you are getting to a narrow bridge, you are expected to minimize your speed before getting there. Then we have school ahead. When you talk about school ahead, it shows that you are even expected to minimize your speed. Because where you are having children, most of them, you get to understand that you are not expected to be speeding there. The way and manner most of them approach road, they don't even check, and you see that they will come and cross the road.
As we wrap up this week's episode, let's all endeavor to keep our roads safer. Remember, safety is a shared responsibility and every decision counts. Let's live sooner, drive slower, and abide by all road rules and regulations. Sign and marks are paramount.